always appreciate what you have. Um, I was recently in a trip to my home country, Iraq, the Middle East. And when I came back, I brought to my friends here in the US some souvenirs of like historical figures, historical places in Iraq. And I was shocked how interested they were. Um, like one of the things I brought were like the map of Iraq with the Sumerian language, Sumerian characters in it. And they were like, what it is? And I said, well, it's Sumerian language. This is like 3000 um, BC when it was first documented. And they were like, what? 3000 BC, which is like 5,000 years from now. And I said, yeah. It was like, I grew up there, and we never appreciated what we have. And then some of my friends, they looked up and they said, hey dude, this is like the first ever written language in the world, or maybe one of the first languages that's documented. Maybe there are others, but we don't know about that. But like the first ever documented language was in Iraq. And then one other thing was the Lyres of Ur, they call it, which is the first kind of violin, again, ever in history. That's found in Iraq as well. And that's again something like 2000 years BC, 4000 years from here, from this current day. And again, people were like, wow, that is something awesome, and they appreciated a lot. And I just felt like, why I never appreciated that this much. I mean, I'm proud from where I came from, from the history of Iraq, and all the civilizations, all the the achievements over there in the past like 1,000 years. I know the situation have not been stable for the last couple of decades, but before that, like thousands and thousands of years, there were like a lot of civilizations, advancement. Baghdad at some point were like Manhattan today, and they were like saying, if you didn't see Baghdad, you have not seen, you have not seen the world, or you have not lived a life if you have not seen Baghdad. That's what the people were saying at that time. But again, yeah, I mean, there was this statue, Lamassu, which is again a historical figure, which is like a constellation of powerful characters at that time, like a bull with wings of an eagle, with a strong human head and body, and that's again like, I don't know, 700 years BC. So it's all like really ancient stuff. And I just invite you all to look into your own heritage and all, where you come from, where your ancestors are from, and just educate yourself of that history and appreciate it more. That's unfortunately that's that's part of human nature. When we live long enough in a place, or when we know people for long enough, we start to take things for granted. Excuse me. It shouldn't be like that. And but I understand. Once you know somebody, or once you live in a place for a long time, you get like really busy, and with daily life, it's really hard to renew that appreciation. But I think as we mature, as we grow, we should start do that often. And certainly I need to appreciate a lot of things in my life, where I came from, I need to appreciate that more and more. And thanks to my American friends who reminded me of, how awesome, you know, the things I brought, and, the representations they have in them. So yeah, and that's it. I wish you all have a good day, a nice weekend.